Welcome back. If I haven't introduced myself before, my name is Randy, and I started this channel during COVID. It's something to do, and then it started to grow. It went in a couple tangents. It's mostly hunting related. There's there's tree saddle stuff. There's some archery, crossbow, arrow, uh, firearm stuff. I have a pistol that I designed and built, patented, and starting to get into that more. And then, so the videos were kind of all over the map. I wanted to kind of clean that up, so I started to put the videos in playlists to make that a little bit easier. So if you're interested in the firearms, you can look at that. If you're interested in the saddle stuff and the two tether stuff, you can look at that. I intend to, now that I have that, I intend to post more videos more often. So I'll start that now. I've been, have some people ask me about shooting. I've been shooting for 57 years, I think, something like that. Anyway, I have a lot of time behind the trigger, and I watched some of the videos that you guys were talking about how to become a better offhand shot, or how to become a better shooter, period. And they all seem to jump over something that I think is really critical. And I'm going to look, I got a couple rifles here on the bench, and I want to look at that now. So these are my two favorite deer rifles. They've been cleared, and the first thing for the aspiring shooter is to study and memorize the rules of firearm safety. The thing that I think a lot of these guys don't mention, and they go right to these little tips and tricks about shooting, and especially shooting offhand. Back in the day, most of us had BB guns, and they you kind of had to stand up to properly cycle. Like a Red Ryder, you had to stand up. So most of our shooting was done offhand with iron sights and terrible triggers. So we had to learn how to squeeze with a gun with a really awful trigger. But before I even get to talk about that, I talk about handling. And I think the biggest thing is, once we know we're safe, we don't have a bunch of people around, we're in a place that we can do this, I think you need to, first you need to understand your particular weapon that you intend to use, and become intimately familiar with it as far as the cycling, the action, the theory of operation, the controls, and handle it. Maybe get some snap caps or inert ammo and load it, unload it, carry it, work it through all its phases without even firing it. Just carry it, handle it, shoulder it. Practice bringing it up to your shoulder and getting a sight picture, and do that a bunch. Do that a bunch. You will carry this, especially in a hunting situation. You will carry this, I don't know, maybe at least in my experience, you'll carry this for 8 hours or more for every time you pull the trigger. Sometimes more. Sometimes a full week, 2 weeks. Depends what you're hunting and how plentiful they are. But yeah, carry this, handle it, cycle it, load it, unload it. Know as much as you can about it. Become familiar with it. Become comfortable with it. Become carried it enough to that, and always be cognizant of the rules. So you get to the point where you almost instinctively know where this is pointed at all times. At all times. I can't stress that enough. If something should happen, you know which way this is going to point. And when you get to that point, then we can start talking about shooting it and shooting it better. So for me, that's lesson number 1. That's the way I taught my oldest, well, all my children, but he's the only one that hunts with me, and he has his moments where he misses, but he can typically shoot deer on the run, and he's safe. He's very safe. He's very cognizant of where that rifle's pointed. I'm very confident when he handles it. So until next time, check out the playlist, and thanks for stopping by.